Okay, so I'm gonna continue my countdown to Cult of Chucky, and now we are on to my review for Child's Play 2. And with that all being said, I may mention some spoilers in this review, so that is your warning. Now, here, um, so when the movie starts, the good guy company is basically putting the same exact doll that was Chucky back together. Like they're just giving him new skin, giving him new clothes and everything. And why, why they had to do that was totally beyond me. I mean, I guess that was just for the sake, for the movie to bring Chucky back. But for there in the story, it's like, why would you want to repair that doll that was involved with those murders? You have all these other good guy dolls in your display. Why would you want to fix this one up? But oh, it is what it is. I mean, like all the we care is that Chucky, is back, and right when they do that, he he kills them. Like right after they repair him, they give him his eyes, and then he just juices the guy. Like for like after he gives him, finishes the repairing him, and that was pretty wild. And it's like even though that happened and the CEO was there and they're talking about it and everything like that, it's like okay, so what's going on now? and and then while that's all happening, Andy is about to be going with a foster family because his mom is not in this movie. Well, we don't see her again after the first movie. I'm pretty sure if I don't know if the actress didn't want to come back. I mean, I'm sure if she did, she probably would be in this movie and she would have a role to play. But I mean, that's okay. That's okay. All we really cared about was Chucky coming back, and at least we got Andy coming back in this movie because he is basically the main plot that drives Chucky because he wants to transfer his soul, from the doll into him. He wants to basically inhabit Andy as his vessel. But like another nitpick is when he gets to the foster home, like when he gets to their home, there's a good guy doll in his bedroom. I mean, like if you knew that you were potentially going to bring this kid home with you, why would you have a good guy doll in there? I mean, that's gonna freak him out. I mean, come on. And then they're just talking to him like, well, the dad's talking to him like he's being irrational, like when he saw the doll and freaked out, like, and then all he said was, "No running in the house." Like, dude. I mean, the only person who was really on his side through the good chunk of this movie was the foster mother, and while the foster sister's like, oh, whatever, she just wants to go ahead and be a teenager, and the foster dad is like, really, you can tell he's really irritated with them, and but and yeah, I gotta say that this movie, has a much lighter tone as opposed to the first movie. Like, it's like they were trying to make it suitable for kids because a lot of kids have watched that first movie, and I guess we better lighten it up because it's inevitable kids are gonna watch this movie, I guess. But I still enjoyed the movie, but it was very light toned. Probably one of the most light toned movies in the franchise. But it wasn't excuse me, it wasn't cringy. It was just much more lighter than the first movie. And but I guess with the whole other good guy doll being in there, it was a way for Chucky to go in there and basically demolish that doll and basically stand in its place, and that would be a good way for him to just be in there and try to get Andy. And well, I mean, I mean at the time I'm like, oh, clever, but now I'm like, that's pretty messed up of the foster parents of not double checking that room. Like, okay, we need to get this doll out of that room. It's gonna freak him out. But anywho, I mean, like, yeah, like the foster mom was on Andy's side up until up until the foster dad, Chucky kills, the father, and that's when that table turned really quickly, and then it came down to it where now Andy and his foster sister, Kyle, and she's hot by the way, they have to basically fight for their survival, from Chucky, and it's getting, and that's where it got to that point where I'm like, okay, this is pretty silly. I mean, like, he's a doll. I mean, I know we love Chucky, but in the end, he's a doll. You can just pick him up and just slam him, bash his head in, like, or whatever. I mean, I know he had a knife on him, but I mean, it's a freaking knife. I mean, like, he would need like a bazooka or like a machine gun or whatever. But I mean, I guess it's more fun to see him with a stabbing weapon. But it's just a funny thing that you notice. I mean, he is a doll. I mean, that's just me personally. I don't know about you guys, but and then it gets to that point where where Chucky finally has Andy, and he's able to do his epic, iconic chant, and he does the full chant. Kyle doesn't get there in time, and for a few seconds, we're in suspense. Like, did the transformation work? And then we find out that it didn't, and that Chucky's officially trapped in that doll, and yeah, I mean, like, and then they killed off Chucky almost in a really messed up way. Like, probably almost as messed up as setting him on fire and shooting his body parts off. I mean, like, they blew his head, wow, like, where it was getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it just exploded. I just thought that was insane. Even though John in the first movie said the only way to kill him is kill his heart. But here, however, his fan base is too strong now, so you knocked that out the window. But I mean, this movie wasn't as good as the first one, but it was still a good movie. So with that all being said, this gets 3.5 chair spins out of 5. So here we go. 1, 2, 3.5 chair spins. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed my review for Child's Play 2, make sure you thumb up the video, quick subscribe if you're a newbie to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my review for Child's Play 3. So until then, I'll see you there. Peace out, y'all.